How did you come out to be a land surveyor?
A registered surveyor is someone you would call a licensed surveyor. You practice under supervision of a licensed surveyor.
There is ISU, there is SRB, and there is Ministry of Lands and Housing and Urban Development. How do they regulate or govern the surveying profession?
These work hand in hand to regulate the survey profession and also to protect the public.
Who qualifies to be a quack? And who is a quack? And at what point in life do you be a quack? It's a label. Yeah.
Yes, that is attached to surveyors who have graduated but not yet registered.
I think that word quack, it annoys us and we end up being registered.
We have been through the process. I mean, why can't you go through it?
Good evening, our dear viewers and listeners. My name is Arnold Tugume. I'm a graduate land surveyor. I work with National Enterprise Corporation, NEC, and I welcome you to the first episode of the Surveyors Talk. And it is going to be the first out of the many. And this episode is proudly and brought to you by the Institution of Surveyors of Uganda, ISU. And with me on the first episode, I am proudly joined by RSU David Wamani, and I'm going to give him an opportunity for him to introduce himself and greet you, our viewers. Hi, David.
Okay, thank you, Arnold. Good to see you again. As he said, David Wamani is my name. I'm a registered surveyor of Uganda. I'm glad to be here in our first session of the Surveyors Talk and looking forward.
Thank you, David.
Yes. Greetings, our listeners and viewers.
Thank you, David.
Yes.
And we look out to having many of this kind. And we are targeting our audiences, both the general public and even our surveyors, QS, valuation surveyors, mining and hydrological surveyors, even land surveyors. And we are going to try and always have these meetings more often. So as you're here with us, can you first tell us how did you come out to be a land surveyor? Like, was it a career path thing, or you just got you by surprise?
Well, thank you. During my days in HSC, we were not really so guided about most of the professions. We knew the traditional ones, the engineering, the law, the medicine, I think education. So the surveying was not really so famous, so known among the students. When we were filling those forms, they used to be called the job forms and job forms. So I think I remember putting my first choice as civil engineering, then telecommunications or electrical engineering, and then surveying was my third choice on those forms. So when results came out for HSC, I had passed, and then the government-sponsored students list came out. I had been given land surveying at Makerere University. So interestingly, I think my father really wanted me to be an engineer. So the traditional engineers, you know.
They know the civil,
the mechanical, those ones. And I was proud of what I had been given. When I saw it, the internet was not so available that time, but I rushed to a cafe. At that time I was in VAC, I was in Hoima. That's where I come from. So I went to the internet and actually found out more about what I had been given. And my heart was settled. And I think that's how my journey began. I remember my dad telling me, you apply for the civil on what? On private. Yes, on private. I told him, but I think I'm comfortable with this. And thankfully, he respected my wishes. And here I am.
You see now the problem with okay, not a problem, but most people now have an issue of either they are doing it for the parents, and it's a less percentage that does it for themselves. Most of them try to tend to follow what the parents are trying to telling them. But I think some people have their own passions.
Yes.
They want to follow what their heart tells them.
Yes.
And much as, yes, the parents' guidance is needed, but when someone is passionate about something, they have to go and pursue it.
And you see, what you're talking about, you see, when I was in, I think it must have been my third or fourth year. My fourth year, we had finished university, I think, but not yet graduated, something like that. I remember asking for support from the Department of Geomatics at Makerere University. Those professors of mine, Professor Gedodu, Professor Musenguzi, and others who were there, I asked for support. They gave me equipment. They gave me fuel and a driver. And I went to Budo, King's College Budo, my former school, for their careers day. I went there alone to teach other people about surveying because of what I had seen and loved. And incidentally, I want to tell you that some of those children there actually ended up at the survey school at
in your surveying class. How many were you by then?
We were about 40, I think. I may not remember the
number.
But probably around 38. Yeah, by the time I did my university, at least people had tried to catch up, but not, of course, as much as the engineers who would be 80, 100 or something.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway,
yes,
I think the surveying profession, especially land surveyors, I think people have started to appreciate it more.
Yes.
Even now, even in our years, I was at Ndeje University for campus. I think we had a class of about 60 people.
Okay.
And that was the highest class ever registered in our year. That was 2018. In our I think year one, that was the highest number ever registered. But ever since then, I don't think there was any year that had less than our numbers.
And talking of Ndeje, by the way, you mentioned Ndeje. I've been seeing an increasing number of interns coming in to train under me and other colleagues that are from Ndeje. So people, I think, have picked up.
Exactly.
And land has now become important with these wrangles around the disputes and all that, infrastructure projects going around, and people need valuation of land. People have actually now learned about quantity, bills of quantities. So I think the development and what is happening around people's property has also helped market. Someone finds out that who do I need, to secure a value for my life. Maybe someone wants a loan from a bank. These days, those banks require a survey report, a valuation report. So people have gone on knowing about the different disciplines of surveying. With time.
So now,
I agree with you.
You said, obviously, I know you said you just had a survey of Uganda. Now, one might ask, you said you finished from Makerere.
Yes.
Now I want just be a kind, tell us about you see, everyone, when they're studying, they are told of how it is competitive outside, you're going to face competition and everything. So just tell me, because I graduated in 2022.
Yes.
And they say the years for minimum of registration is 2 years, full practice. And I can say I've completed 4. So I just want you to inspire someone, or even me personally as a person. You need just share with me your story of the hustling world, straight away from campus up to being registered surveyor, because that is my dream also. I just want to wake up one day and sweat out and bring my reports to the secretariat and tell them I am ready. So just motivate me and 1,000 people out there.
Yes, it's good you say to wake up one day and bring my reports. I thought you were going to say to wake up one day and I'm registered.
No.
Well, but First of all, I'll try to explain maybe to our viewers. A registered surveyor is someone you would call a licensed surveyor, which is a requirement by constitution, by by the Survey Act, the Surveyors Registration Act, and all those other legal and institutional frameworks that govern, surveying in the country. Now, when you study your degree, your bachelor's degree or your diploma of surveying, and you come out, yes, you can practice, but not legally. You practice under supervision of a licensed surveyor, who we call a Registered Surveyor of Uganda, RSU. Now, the requirements for registration, by the institution, that is the Institution of Surveyors of Uganda, the Surveyors Registration Board, the Ministry of Lands, Housing and Urban Development. The legal framework is, the requirements are that you, of course, when you get out of school, you need to do some practice. I'll give an example of like the medics. After the 5 years, I think, 5 years, they have medical internship.
I remember that issue of medical internships. Guys were rioting.
Yes.
They needed their pay. For them, they are lucky that they even paid.
But you see, let me ask you, Arnold. If you were sick, or you had a sick child, mother, sister, whoever, and you're taking them to hospital, then somehow they tell you this doctor has just finished school and has not yet practiced anything in the field. Would you feel safe?
No.
You understand?
You have
even lawyers should they go to LDC, and then they start from down coming up. That I think that is it with all professions.
I think
which is safe.
I think they must be. Is it career growth?
Yes. There's a career path you take. Of course, when you finish university, there is that hustle. Not just for surveying. Everywhere. You need to work under supervision. You need to gather experience and time, your log of work. We require a logbook. For example, when you're going
is it 6 months? Per 6 months?
Yes, you need to file a log of your works to show that you have actually been practicing. So a minimum of 2 years, then you can apply to upgrade to a professional associate with the Institution of Surveyors of Uganda, having taken some, refresher courses and some mandatory trainings like in ethics, and then you can apply to the board for registration.
You see, for someone out there as a young, fresh graduate,
yes,
I remember when I was here at campus, I think my first place for internship was at Land Point Limited.
Yes.
At is it RSU
Mubarak?
Yeah,
I know
exactly.
him. I know him. Very amazing man.
There. I was there for all the years for internship. But these are the people that someone who's willing to share knowledge, someone who gives you a supervisor to work with, and they guide you entirely. And I think I appreciate RSU Mubarak for whatever he's doing. I have not. I think one day I'll pass by and just go and thank him because I passed through his hands.
You see, that is there, and people are there willing to train and guide, but the coin has two sides.
Yeah, exactly.
You must also willing. Yes, you must be willing, because the issue of members saying, it is a hectic process, a lot is required and all that. We have been through the process. I mean, why can't you go through it?
Exactly.
What is different? We have studied the same, material in school. We are in the same working environment. You face the same challenges as I do, and opportunities, that I have. You have the same opportunities. So why not actually look out to be a professional? Yes. So
there is, you see, now for example, you talked about there's ISU, there's SRB, and there's Ministry of Lands and Housing and Urban Development. So one would ask, personally, I would also want to learn this or get to know it. These are or even guide all our listeners and viewers.
Yes.
These are three different entities or bodies. How do they regulate or govern the surveying profession? All of the surveyors.
Okay.
There are three. Everyone has their office.
Yes.
So just guide someone out there on
Okay.
how they perform their roles.
You see, order is key in everything, in every field. You need order. For those who are Christians, you know the Trinity. You know God the Father, God the Son, God
The Holy Spirit.
the Holy Spirit. But they are the Trinity, but there is order. I think there is a hierarchy among them. Or, you know, when it comes to ISU, Institution of Surveyors of Uganda, SRB, Surveyors Registration Board, then Ministry of Lands, Housing and Urban Development. These work hand in hand, you know, to regulate the survey profession and also to protect the public. ISU is a professional body, an institution that brings together the members, you know, of
all the surveying.
all the survey disciplines. I want to remind us that we are not only talking about land surveying, we are talking about valuation surveying, we are talking about quantity surveying, mining and hydrological surveying as well, you know.
Exactly.
All those disciplines that fall, we are talking about the hydrographic surveying, we're talking about the GIS, the remote sensing, all those things that fall under surveying. So under the umbrella of ISU, we are brought together for mentorship, you know, for career guidance, for such things as this. So the board and ISU will prepare you to face the board for you to be registered. So the mandate of ISU is centered around there. It's a professional body and it is going to help, you know, protect members, provide a platform or think tank for improvement of the profession.
I happen, let me first interrupt you a bit.
Yes.
I happen to be the publication committee chairperson.
Okay.
And
yes.
I have access to the Twitter account of the institution.
Yes.
Now, surprisingly, all the funny bit of it is that when I am accessing the X account and you try to check the direct messages of the account,
yes,
you find people asking the admin of the page, do you actually are you receiving applications for surveying students? Like they think it is
that is probably an institute,
an institute,
yes,
or a college.
Okay.
So when I find it, I tell these people this is just a governing body.
Yes, and I think as the institution, we need to thank you for this initiative. By the way, we need to do more of this. I think, so that the public knows that there is a body that regulates. You know,
the surveyors.
Yes, the surveying profession in Uganda. That is quite interesting, but. That is those are the other partners, you know, of ISU, the universities, the colleges.
There's one of Entebbe.
There is Entebbe, yes,
exactly.
the department. So, and I think the university is now offering surveying. Makerere, we have Ndeje, Chambogo.
Yeah, I don't know about UCU. I think it doesn't.
Maybe not yet. I don't think
not
so.
Yet.
Yes. So those are the academic institutions.
The ones that produce us.
The ones that train us and then send us out to ISU for the mentoring and all that. When it comes to SRB, the Surveyors Registration Board, this is a legal body established by an act of parliament. Its main mandate is to, yes, regulate surveying legally, but also advise government on matters relating to
the
profession, surveying, land management, you know, and not, I repeat myself, not just land surveying. For example, the chief government valuer is part of the board, you know. The quantity surveyor, I think at Ministry of Works.
RSU, Tayebwa.
Yes, RSU
Exactly.
Tayebwa. So those and the commissioner surveys and mapping, plus other members. So these advise actually government. They help protect the public. They help, the board. It helps to ensure that surveyors observe the ethical code of conduct. So if there is any issue with, in any profession, not just surveying, there are some characters. Maybe here and there things might go wrong. So there is someone to police. Yes.
So there's you talked about the guidance and regulations of surveyors.
Yes.
I just want, when you follow on our chats online on WhatsApp and everything, there's a group that they call quacks. Who qualifies to be a quack? And who is a quack? And at what point in life do you be a quack?
A certain infamous label. I won't call it title, but label.
It's a label, yeah.
Yes, that is attached to surveyors who have graduated but not yet registered. But now,
I think that word quack, it annoys us and we end up being registered.
That's one of the reasons why I said, let me get registered. I was tired of being called a quack. But quack does not actually mean that someone is useless.
Yeah, I get it.
Per se, or incompetent or what.
It is just...
it is a label, as I have said. It is not any legal term used in maybe a constitution or what. But when someone finishes the university, as I have said, it is advisable, and many do join the Institution of Surveyors of Uganda as graduate members.
Exactly.
Under supervision of a registered surveyor. So whichever work they do is supervised, checked by the registered surveyor. Maybe I'll also say this. The board issues, after you've completed your registration process and your name is entered in the register, the board issues you a practicing certificate. First of all, a registration certificate, which will not change, unless, of course, for misconduct or ethical whatever, you are deregistered. But
there is a number.
Yes,
they attach a number.
Yes, my number is 451. I'm a registered surveyor of Uganda, number 451. Yes, but then the issue...
For me, I still have my ISU number.
No, I don't lose my ISU number. Being registered does not alienate you from ISU. You still remain a member of the professional body, the institution.
Yeah.
So every year you get a practicing certificate, which is renewable issued by the board, the registrar of the board, yes.
I think now is the RSU Dr. Ronald.
Dr. Ronald Sengendo is the chair
of the SRB.
Of the board, yes. Then RSU Hudson Mutalia is the registrar.
Oh.
Yes. So, of course, surveyors, they are also issued with stamps. Now, of course, a stamp is an instrument, a legal instrument you are going to use to authenticate, to certify that this work has been checked, supervised, and passed out, to the public or for whatever use, maybe buy and sell, use at land office.
How about
dispute resolution?
Ministry? How about ministry?
Yes. So that is it. Now, the Ministry of Lands, Housing and Urban Development is, our parent ministry. It is responsible for land administration. It is responsible for regulation at government level, at ministerial level. It is responsible for policy. When we want to amend, the legal framework, we have to go through the ministry, and that's why, of course, we have our Minister of Lands, lands, housing and urban development. So the ministry is a regulator. And mainly through policy. Yes, and that's why sometimes you have seen our minister Samayanja, intervening directly.
That man
in
has
some
he has really, he's very in the media.
Yes, so because land, has become now a very, very important thing. And
it's a very crucial aspect of life.
All over the country. It's now no longer in some beats, and people now are, as they say these days, people are woke.
Yeah, there is
in regards to their land.
exactly.
So that is the role of the ministry.
Oh, okay. Now, I think for ISU, I think it is just like the entrance level
Yes.
for someone after. I think in 2021, I happened.
COVID time.
Yeah, I happened to be the student representative
Okay.
of all university students. I think I was in Ndeje.
On committee? On council?
On council. By that
Okay.
time, we used to sit with council. And I think by that time, our president was RSU Dr. Nathan Kiwami.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I served with him for one term. You know, the governing council serves for 2 years.
Yes.
So when we were there, I was the student representative for all the years. For all Chambogo, Makere. I think I was supposed to be elected, but Ndeje brought me as an opposed. So
Okay.
there was no need for election that year.
Yes.
Then when I stepped out, a Chambogo student, she was a lady. She was called Priscilla Ayimsiwe.
Ahisiwe.
Ahisiwe.
Yeah, I know her. Yes.
She's the one who took over as a student rep. But when I was student rep, I used to sit in those meetings and I appreciate the where we are heading as an institution. You see people sitting down and planning for 1,000 of people out there.
Yes.
And we used to sit down at our office there at Karobwa, Nkrumah Road, and we discuss very, very critical matters. And they would ask me as a student rep,
Yes.
how can students get involved? Are you registering enough students? And I think I did my best, because I remember in our year of campus, out of like 60, by the time we left university, most of them had registered as student members.
Yes,
So I don't know
and
if they continued and registered as graduate members.
And you see, talking about the students, they are students associations.
Exactly.
In the universities. I know for Makerere it's called the Makerere Association
Mass.
of Surveying Students.
Yes, mass. Then there is the ask for Chambogo.
For Chambogo. Anyway, in my view, I would think.
But I think now,
why not make it compulsory for the students to
be
join?
members.
Maybe to be members. Maybe in around say second year or something.
Actually, now it is even made easier. I think I don't know if it is easier or, but they formed a students committee.
Okay. Yes.
With a chair.
Yes.
So these presidents are part of the committee.
I think last year there was an event organized at Chambogo.
Was it like a debate?
I don't know. I didn't attend, but I remember there was an event organized there. And it was bringing together these different students,
Of different institutions.
And they invited some members from council, other senior members. I think that is a good step towards increasing the membership, awareness, and responsibility. Yes, amongst.
I think now, as you see, the ISU recently, okay, for anyone who wants to register, ISU always advises us to have these continuous professional development
yes.
trainings. How important are they? Like, how crucial are they? I remember recently we had the ethics training. How important are they?
You see, when computers came and keyboards came and all that, back then people were using typewriters. I remember typewriters very well because my father happened to be owning a school. So I would see the secretary, typing those exams and all that. When computers came and now keyboard, screen, there are some secretaries, and most of them used to be ladies. There are some secretaries all over who refused to adjust to learn how to use the computer and the keyboard. And I'm telling you, just a few years down the road, the computer was the thing, and these people were thrown out.
Exactly.
He knew people who knew how to use a computer and all that. They took over. The world is changing very rapidly.
That's
very
true.
rapidly.
That's
You say I could ask graduates of say 2020 onwards about total stations, theodolites, and they may not really know so much. Maybe you know the concept, but the hands-on, the use of it, no. Right now, people know so much about the GNSS equipments, which usually people call GPS. And RTK. If I say RTK, many people will understand that. But it's a GNSS, machine equipment. So the continuous, as the word is, continuous professional development. It helps you stay afloat. It helps you stay updated with what is happening in the field. And also responsiveness to world situations. What are we actually using surveying for? We are saying there is flooding, there is disease, there is war. We want to map those things. We want to use new technology, new software, for example, GIS, ArcGIS, to map flooding, probably in central Uganda. If you don't go for the CPDs, the trainings, you're not going to know how to be useful to the world, how to solve world problems.
I've actually seen they say mandatory.
Yes.
For registration. Like there are those CPDs that are mandatory.
Okay. Actually, if I can think of some of those, and these cut across all the disciplines. You have things like ethics.
Like this recently concluded one. Yeah.
That is mandatory when you're actually going to apply for, because you need to be ethical in the field.
Yeah.
I mean, you have things like health and safety. That is key for everyone.
How about this one? They always is it refresh?
The refresher courses.
Is it mandatory?
No, those ones are actually aimed at, as they are called, refresher courses. Because you find some people have been in the field for, say, 10 years, maybe. And maybe they have forgotten the concept and gotten used to a certain way of doing things. So those refresher courses, they also prepare you for the interviews, the interaction with assessors when you apply for upgrading. But CPDs are key for that. They have to keep you sharp,
to keep you updated.
To keep you updated. And also they help on the side of the institution. They're helping the institution to ensure that you are actually practicing correctly.
Exactly.
And you're relevant. Things such as conflict resolution, ADR, we deal with disputes.
Every day.
We deal with it. So if you're going to upgrade, you want to be registered, you need to know how you're going to help solve dispute. I mean, because surveying is not an end in itself.
So, by the way, I think all these trainings happen throughout all the chapters. So I think no one should think that it is only surveying or land surveying.
No.
They happen through and I think the Secretariat always shares those. Are they called? Is it called a calendar?
Yes,
they call it a calendar.
They call it a schedule, a calendar.
They say this is a CPD calendar for the whole year. And I think it is already shared on our WhatsApp
groups. As we're talking about CPDs, thank God for these platforms, the WhatsApp platforms that we use. I mean, today, the Secretariat will post something on the WhatsApp group, and by nightfall, I mean, people know. I want you to imagine how it was 20 years ago.
And I think, no one should be there and say these things don't reach them.
Actually, things reach out because everyone. The groups are there now. They are also regional. I don't want to call them associations, but maybe regional groups or they are student groups and associations where information will flow. And I think as an institution we might want to take advantage of these platforms, of the X, the TikTok. Now people, so those short videos and clips on TikTok, you don't find so many from the institution.
I think I don't know if
I don't know. I mean,
if ISU can
you can look at it. You're the publications chair. You can look at it.
If these CPDs are recorded, and they are shared on YouTube. We actually opened up a YouTube channel.
Okay.
We are trying to,
and I don't know it.
Yeah.
Maybe after here.
So after here we shall share.
Yes.
And we subscribe. But this YouTube channel is specifically to have these recordings. Now the issue is that now these ones are recorded in audio form. Now that's the challenge.
Yes.
I wish they would be like in a video form, so that these recordings are shared on YouTube.
Yes.
So that anyone, even 10 years from now, someone can come and actually
Thank you.
read and learn. So I think it's an initiative that we are going to look up to.
Yeah, I think that would work.
So I think for talking about the institution, yes. I think they are going to hold, is it the Surveyors celebrations?
The Surveyors week?
With the AGM
and AGM, the pre-AGM, yes.
What did you know about that whole week and everything?
Well, I don't know if I'm an authority on that, but I'll speak as a member, of the institution.
At least they have shared some information.
Have shared the material.
And I think once they share,
yes,
it is right to talk about it.
What I know is that this year, different from other years, we are not having it in Kampala. I will call it the proverbial Kampala location that people now have to travel. Surveyors now are all over. So we are looking at going regional now.
Exactly.
So this year, our leaders have after consultation here and there, we are having our AGM, those activities. We are celebrating from Gulu. From Gulu City. But I think we had one in Mbale City.
Yeah,
we had one in Mbale, although the AGM and pre-AGM that year was still in Kampala. Kampala and
the other one was just the Surveyors Day celebration, and I happened to attend.
Yes.
But I think, to be honest, I think it is another different experience.
Okay.
To be out of Kampala as surveyors, as a group, moving as a one family. We traveled from Kampala to Mbale.
Yes.
We went to some hotel there, I don't remember. But we had activities. We went to CP Falls.
Yes.
Kapchora. Now, you see, in these activities, you don't say I'm young or I'm old. It is just enjoyment. I remember you would see people, actually it even rained to make it even fun. It rained and we climbed Kapchora Hills while it's drizzling on us. And we went until the waterfalls.
And I think the advantage in that is really, as you do that, that social connection and what have you, you are creating spaces, platforms where the young surveyors can actually interact with people who are there in the field.
You rub shoulders with very big people.
You bring them on board into the institution. And also now, of course, as I was talking about the one for Gulu, there are different activities lined up. If I remember some of them, there's going to be a match.
Yeah, a football match, charity kind of.
Yes, that one. But also I'm talking about, I think there is a Judith Angwech memorial match.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
That surveyor, may she rest in peace, she was very, she was an asset to the fraternity. I had an opportunity of working with her at a certain point, and
may her soul rest
in peace. So we'll have a match, and that is creating awareness. We'll have radio programs. We're going to have I think the career guidance and mentorship in at least 10 schools. We're going to visit projects there.
I think from the lineup I've seen, the thing is going to start from 16th to 21st.
Yes.
But on each and every day, there is an activity. Yes. I think on Monday, there is visiting Ziwa Rhino Sanctuary.
Yes. Okay.
I've never been there. This is going to be my first time.
Yes.
And if you've never been at Ziwa Rhino Sanctuary, I think this is the opportunity.
I think many of us just pass by.
Exactly.
We don't yes.
I've never been to Ziwa. Karuma,
yes.
the water project. Honestly, I just passed by.
Yes.
There's a rumor that you're not even allowed to stop and take pictures.
It's
so
not just a rumor.
you just
It's a reality.
It's a reality.
Yes.
Exactly. So you just pass. This time we shall be allowed to even stop by and have a look at the water treatment plant there.
Yes.
There is
there's Murchison.
I've never been to Murchison Falls. This is going to be my first time. So I feel like whoever has not traveled Uganda, I think there's also Aru Falls.
Yes.
The one in is it Pade?
I've not been.
Yeah. I've also not been at Aru Falls. It's also going to be my first time. So I think there is it for me, I call it a week away from work stress.
Yes. And yet during that week, you are actually learning, you are interacting, you are building for the future, like Makerere says. Because all these things, the AGM and pre-AGM, the topics are they are centering around sustainability environment, So those things, that is key, and that is hot cake right now. You see, there is a time when gender was the thing, gender on projects and all that. It still is, but today I think the world, development partners and governments and all that, companies, they are looking so much on climate change, the environment and sustainability. So I think that week I'll be there.
Yeah,
that week is going to.
We are lucky
that will be it. And then going forward, we can look at other regions. We can look at going to other cities.
We've been to Mbale before.
Yes.
As surveyors. The next time we shall ask the institution to take us to Mbarara.
Yes.
There is
Mbarara, there is a fort, you can stop in Masaka, whichever.
We travel there.
But of course, and I cannot forget to advocate for Hoima City as well.
Now there is a time, when we were in Mbari, we had, was it a march? We walked around the city with a band.
And I think, did you do also city cleaning?
It was among the things. As you know, when we stopped somewhere, we had like people were waiting for us. We had to talk to them. I remember that time, the president was, I think still Dr. Nathan Chibwami, if I remember properly. We walked around the city. We did an awareness. We had people who were waiting for us.
You see the awareness that creates in itself, especially for that region.
It is very necessary.
Yes, because we have our issues of surveyors being harassed in the field, beaten and all that, while they are in
doing
line
their
of
profession.
Duty. They just you have gone to serve, to work
what
but you find hostilities.
Yeah.
So when such things happen, we decentralize the awareness from sitting, in Kampala and going on Twitter. You're going to find very many people
cannot access
up there who don't have X,
exactly,
who don't use TikTok. But when they say, this is what surveyors do. And I think we are also going to be working with the local leaders there, with I think the diocese, with the security, RDC and all those. So it will really be good for the region.
Exactly. I think what the institution has done is that I think they have provided transport for all the travel and inland movements in Gulu and everything. There's free transport.
Okay.
But now I think people who are paying are going to cater for their, I think, accommodation.
No, but which is okay. I mean, that
we can just fine, we can just have a brother. You book an Airbnb and I think it's not an issue.
And I've been to Gulu quite a number of times. The accommodation is good. It is secure. It is safe. It is available. It's affordable. So that one shouldn't be a problem.
I think everyone should be prepared for Gulu, and for us who will be there, we shall try to share videos and pictures, for people to know that we had a good time. And there is an issue of when someone talks about pre-AGM and the AGM, I think this time the AGM will be on the same day.
Yes.
On Friday.
That's what
morning,
I'm saying.
pre-AGM, then the AGM in the evening.
Yes.
I think it's going to be. I think just another unique way.
We
have always had
sometime back, even the pre-AGM would be for 2 days. Excuse me, and then the AGM would come in for a day. But yes, you see, it's okay to work smart.
Exactly.
I welcome this new arrangement. If things are put, on time and schedule, and the good thing is that the people presenting, the people attending, this time they will have traveled to Gulu. So it's not as if some people are going to run back to Chanja where they stay on Nigeria. Then the following day they are late in the traffic jam. You have the audience, you have the facilitators.
All in
Gulu. Yes. So why not do it? I mean,
exactly.
Yes. And of course, material, as you know, is always shared after from the workshops.
Yeah, I think they have shared a list of those who are ready to go. They have shared all the contents for someone who is willing to take it up. I think the institution is doing something about the awareness of that event.
We play our part, as they say, and we leave the rest for God. Or we leave the rest for you.
We are doing our best on the issue of publications. Because we are trying to tell these people now, like for us, what we are doing here now, it's just more of awareness. But it's someone's will to go out and pay their money and go and have fun. It is just a week of just out of work, stress, and relaxing. I think it would be a very good stay in Gulu. And there is another issue of in Gulu of accommodation, the venue for the pre-AGM.
Yes,
I think it is actually in.
Yes, actually in.
That is where everything will be taking place.
It's a good place. I've been there.
So now, upon another thing, in the recent talking about, we shall leave about the AGM for now. Let's talk about about our profession. When we were heading into elections,
yes,
there was a communication, I think, like from the minister.
Yes.
Halting or surveying. I think I didn't know, was it only for land surveyor or the surveying profession to halt their works? How did you?
You are asking me to comment on what my boss.
How did you take it up?
But you see, we are here to serve as surveyors.
It's a service.
We are not here. Yes, we are not here to disrupt. And election time usually is chaotic. Sometimes that's why you see shutdown of the internet, of some social media platforms, or closure of roads and routes. I don't know, whatever. So, as human beings, wherever there is chaos, someone might want to take advantage of something there. And I did see the pronouncement by the minister. He was at one of those intervention meetings of his, where I think there was an eviction supposed to be done or something like that. So I believe because of the fear to take precaution against these rogue elements who might want to take advantage of the chaos and grab people's land and evict when security forces are busy with the elections. So I believe probably that is why the minister was led to make that pronouncement, when you look at it in that way. However, from what you've asked, you see, surveying is broad.
Exactly.
It is wide, as we have said. Yes. There is secured lending, for surveying. There are mutations or subdivisions that were going on in land offices, what we call the M's or the ministry zonal offices. Those activities were not stopped.
Exactly.
The files kept on running, the transactions kept on running. Someone wants to lodge a caveat or to lift a caveat. That falls under the umbrella of surveying and land management.
I think even the QSs who are on a site.
Yes, you have QSs who are on sites.
They have to
you have valuation for roads that
and
are
banks.
Yes, for land take on roads, acquisition of right of way. So they had to go on. But what I also know is that the harm was in engaging in those especially large scale surveys which could potentially involve
someone would even take it to be political.
Could potentially involve maybe shifting of people and what. Well, some people were arguing that no, the directive is more political than legal and all that. But I think we needed to look at what was the motive behind, because it was to protect.
It was protect us,
to protect the public, and it takes us back to what I said. The ministry is there to regulate. It regulates and all that, but also through policy but also the ministry protects the public. So I think that is what the minister was trying to do. But if someone wanted to, as an example, is in Kololo, there is no dispute, and he wants to apply for a development permit, something like that. And I think I should say this as well. I need to say this to the surveyors in all disciplines and the potential clients, whoever, security forces, lawyers, whoever, that when a survey is to be carried out, let there be proper procedure for the survey. Yes. Let the chairperson LC1 know at the very least, and your neighbors, let them be in the know. If you need to write letters, write them. Inform the district surveyor through a request for instruction to survey. When the DSS or the senior staff surveyor of that jurisdiction deems it safe, after all the checks, they will issue you the instruction to survey. You will go on and work. If you need to get security here and there, please do. Yes. So all of those are safeguards. But I think during that period, all surveys, I think, that needed sort of security, that are disputed, all that, they were really, those are the ones that were really focused on to say, let these things not continue, let them hold until this period passes. Yes, but
I think, and okay, away from that, lastly, there was recently the president, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni.
Yes,
he ascended to the bill of recently. He ascended to about 3 bills, and the Valuation Act was among it. How is
I thought you would ask about that.
How is the Valuation Bill, the Valuation Act of 2026 actually going to affect our ISU arrangements and everything?
Well, first of all,
other chapters,
yes.
the QS.
First of all, I'm not a valuation surveyor. I'm a land surveyor. But this is what I can say.
Speaking from the side of the...
I think it's a good thing when people identify a gap or a mischief within a field, and then they try to make it better or to provide a remedy or corrections. And I believe that is what this act was meant for. Exactly. by the proposers. Now, it has been assented to. What it's doing is that it is creating a body or an institution for valuation surveyors, specifically for valuers. And definitely that would mean that they will no longer be required to be part of ISU because they have an act establishing, however, definitely when we talk about now ISU, the chapters, this is what I expect, that the valuation chapter will cease to be part of the chapters in the institution.
Since now they have gotten
yes,
their
the
own...
dynamics of how that is going to be done, we leave to council and maybe the AGM to discuss such things. But what I know is that the collaboration between valuers and surveyors cannot cease.
It cannot.
Because yes, we need each
I
other
think,
in our
exactly,
work. We are brothers. We study together. You know, our fields are related.
Just like you said, for the valuation reports, even the banks did that.
Yes, they need the survey because what are you valuing? Where is it located?
Exactly.
Is it titled or not? Does it have proper access? If they are buildings or facilities,
so the
do they fall within the boundaries of? So I think that the
brotherhood is going to stay.
The professional approach to work will remain.
Exactly.
I think some legal things will come in here and there that now you do this or do the other. I don't know the specific implications of registration now under that bill for valuation surveyors, but we'll get to learn them with time.
Exactly.
So what I know is that it's not a divorce. That now this one will never work with them. So I believe we are going to still keep working together. But also it sets an example and a challenge for the other chapters, like the surveyors, to renew, because I know they we're trying to update, I'll say that, or to change the Survey Act because it's quite old. Doesn't take into account the world today, the equipment today, methods and modes of work, new disciplines that have come up. So even these other chapters need to look at the laws that are governing us, the legal framework. How do we make it better? And, how do we integrate it to work with our brothers and sisters, the valuers, who have gone ahead of us and got their act passed.
So yes. I think this, maybe they're going to discuss it on the AGM.
I would expect something like that.
I think there will be a discussion about it. Yeah. So I think we wait to see how things will unfold and everything. So I think this is... thank you for joining me today.
Please.
And
thank you for having me.
You're welcome. And when next time you're called for any other discussion, I pray that you again honor it like the way you did today.
Yes.
So
I'm here to serve. I love the institution. You started by asking me how I ended up a surveyor. And I told you somehow I would have ended up in civil engineering and all that. I had the points.
So I think
I just love the profession.
I think we shall hold several discussions like this under the publications committee arrangements.
Okay.
We have a full committee dedicated to align communications of the institution, and of which I happen to be the chair. So we shall have subsequent conversations about different work ethics and everything. So this is the first of its kind, and I want to appreciate you, the viewers and the listeners, for taking your time and listening to us. We shall go back to the kitchen and cook more discussion points.
Yes.
And we shall be feeding you for more discussions. So thank you for joining us today.